Howdy, I'm Brian Wagner from Wagner Rose Nursery, and we've got a rose bush here that has some rootstock, and rootstock is the variety of rose that we actually bud onto. Now, if you let this go, it will eventually take over your whole plant, and it really needs to be removed. The difficulty is trying to tell the difference between sort of the rose itself and rootstock, and some varieties can look very, very similar. But this particular stock here is a stock that we predominantly use at the nursery, and it's called Dr. Huey, so I'm well aware of this particular stock. It's in most cases a much lighter colour wood. Generally throws out big, long sort of runner canes almost. The stock's called Dr. Huey, and we can see down here we've just got a little bit of Huey sort of breaking from the base of the plant. Now, the worst thing that you can do here is actually cut it off at ground levels, which is what everyone would like to do. Now, the difference here is this is rootstock, and this part here is the plant. Now, most probably the only way I'm going to get to this is to actually cut some of this back so I can actually get a spade in there or some big loppers and try and cut that back hard. So what I'm going to do now is actually cut part of this plant away so I can actually access or get into this. So I'm going to get some large loppers here. And try and cut some of this out, and maybe just try and keep this still. And I'm just going to put a spade on it to keep it down. And I'm going to try and get in here and just see if I can. This is not going to be easy, but see if I can actually cut some of this out so I can get in here. And I'll just pull that out. And I'm going to cut this one off too. And I'm now going to get a spade in here. I'm going to try and undermine this a little bit and dig under here so I can actually see where this is actually coming from. You don't think you're going to hurt the plant. You're doing it a big favour by trying to remove this. And I'll minus a few things here. One is I could do with a better spade. Now, that gives us a slightly better view now of this stock here. So what we're going to try and do here is, as you can see where my finger's pointing, it's breaking from this corner. Now, the fact that I've dug that out a bit just makes it a bit easier for me to get in there. Even if you could maybe get a pruning saw in here and cut it out, but I'm going to do something that you most probably wouldn't like to do, but I've actually got a wood splitter here. I'm going to see if I can just hit it right at the base and see if I can just break that out. And there you go. I've knocked it off. Now, I reckon I've got that. So you can see down here now, it's actually popped off the base of the root system. And with a bit of luck, that's end of rootstock. That was a lot easier than I thought. Keep an eye on that. I'd most probably leave it open over the spring. It's not going to again hurt the plant. And just make sure that it doesn't re-break from here, and if it does, just cut it out again. Whether you use a pair of secateurs or something like this. But I'm surprised myself that just came out as easy as it did. And you'll find that your rose bush will come back really well. That wasn't a bad rootstock, so it was never going to do much damage to the plant, but if that was left, this would eventually dominate and you're going to lose your plant. So you want to try and get them out early, and in this case this was a small one, so we managed to get rid of that quite easily.